Good morning, everybody. Here we are on June the 16th. It's going to be a beautiful day. We're heading into some warm weather here in Montreal. It's okay. There's not supposed to be much humidity with it, and heat without humidity is an enjoyable thing. So that's okay. We're Canadians, right? We appreciate our summers. Okay. So continue to read through Solomon's history, and we see this age of prosperity that Solomon is being faithful to the task that was given to him of building the temple. He's bringing great prosperity to Israel, to everybody in Israel. It's just a wonderful time, and Dad is being faithful to what he promised. He's being faithful to what he promised David, and he's being faithful to what he promised Solomon at the very beginning. And it's really great. He's met with Solomon twice now and made those promises and that covenant with him. And sometimes we, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but because I know what's coming, I kind of get distracted, and this moment of glory, this moment of great prosperity is lost on me. It becomes clouded because I know what's coming. And it's wrong, because I'm looking at the deficit of the entire story, missing the more important, wonderful story of God's faithfulness in all of this. We read this, and what we should walk away with is God is faithful. God did exactly what he said he would do. The promise was exactly done as he said it would be done. And this is what we should bring forward out of this. Solomon got himself in trouble because he broke all the laws that God gave, and there was that wonderful grace that was shown to him, but he went too far, and he persisted in it, and it destroyed him, because that's what sin does. If it's not repented of, yes, confessed and repented of, it's not so much the breaking of the rules as it is that it will destroy the relationship. It destroys the relationship. It destroys the person. That persistence in sin. But see, I don't want to look. I want to look at God's faithfulness to Solomon and to Israel in all of this. It was a glorious, wonderful, incredible time of prosperity. And this is what God intends for us as believers, that maybe not rivers of gold, but a life that is prosperous, that reflects his glory. And you know that prosperity is more than money. Money is just a tool. Money is just a tool. That's all it is. Jesus said use it as a tool. It's not the end-all, be-all. You don't arrive because suddenly you've got money in the bank. That's not it at all. It's the prosperity is the joy. It's the joy. It's the exuberance. I can only imagine what it was like in that place. The artisans, the freedom of the expression, the joy music on every corner, and the blessings, and free flowing. The king's so generous that the people take on the character of the king. That's how it happens, and that's why when the king is good, the kingdom is good. When the king is bad, the kingdom is bad. Now we've got a good king. We've got an excellent king. We got a king that's over the top. We should have his character. We should have his character, and everybody in the world should see that character in us. We get so crazy with this stuff. The world doesn't hate us because we're good. The world hates us because we fail in showing love, because we're judgmental, because we're critical, because we separate ourselves, because we think we're better than they are. That's why the world hates us. It's an arrogance. It's horrible. We say it's because of our righteousness and our morality, and morality's morality. And if people aren't coming to Christ because we keep shoving morality in their face, that's not up to us to judge. It's not. We just have to demonstrate Jesus to them. And if, listen, when we judge, it's the imperfect judging the imperfect. It's ridiculous. It's that whole thing that plank in your eye that Jesus was talking about. Why are you criticizing your brother? Why are you concerned with the speck in your brother's eye when you've got a tree growing out of your own? That sort of situation, and we don't even hear that anymore. We just criticize, attack. We don't even attack the spirit behind it anymore. That demon, that wrong teaching that is behind it. We attack the person. We make it personal. We tear down that person. It's just, so much against what Jesus demonstrated to us. And this has been my conviction for a long time, but I heard something yesterday that just, oh man, I'm still processing. And yeah, we're more into punishment than we are into anything else. And when Jesus, the perfect one, refuses to punish, there's a day coming for judgment. There's a day coming for that sort of stuff, but it's not today. And if we've received forgiveness, we should be giving forgiveness. If we've received grace, we should be giving grace. If we've received mercy, we should be giving mercy. Listen, we're wretched. Come on, in the natural we are wretched, but in Christ we are holy. In Christ we are righteous. That's who we are, and it's because of Christ. It's not because we're better than anybody else. It's because of Christ in us. I don't know when we're going to get that. Our Father wants us to live in His prosperity, and it's a thing of joy, and it's a thing of peace, and it's a thing that's contagious. It's attractive. It's attractive, so that people would want to be part of it. And they're not going to want to be part of it when we keep going on about rules and pointing fingers and calling names, and we become ugly and stinky, and who wants to be around any of that? When Jesus refused to condemn the adulterous woman, man, you know what? That should set off some alarms in us, for us, against our attitude. There's a house starting up in Winnipeg called the House of Forgiveness, and I pray it will be. I pray it will be a house of forgiveness, a house that understands love and grace, a house that understands what we were saved from, a house that understands the prosperity that God has called us into, a house that will freely receive from the Lord so that we can freely give out. Man, house of forgiveness. Don't take away from God's faithfulness just because of deficits in your life. Don't diminish His faithfulness because of your unfaithfulness. He is faithful, and it's an age of grace, and He loves us, and He pursues us, and He wants the best for us, and He wants to use us for His glory and for His honor. And let's be that today, shall we? You be blessed, be encouraged, and seek Him, and acknowledge Him in all the things that you do today. It's going to be amazing, and tomorrow is going to be amazing, people. Tomorrow is going to be amazing. I just pray we come in with the right attitude. God bless.